Facebook for a minute. Should be coming up any minute. Oh, don't you do this to me tonight. Clear all that out. Okay, where are we? Come on, video. We should be live.
Live, I'm sending out.
Yep, we're live. So let me just refresh this. Okay.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio. This is Susan Swanbeck, CEO of the AT Network. This work is protected by Creative Commons.
For the next 2 fun-filled hours, get ready to learn something new, be inspired, enlightened, spooked, helped, laugh, cry, and be awakened. And now, your hosts of Awakening the Unknown. You never know what these two will be up to next. So please welcome Susan Swanbeck and Michelle Sullivan.
Where we at?
Well, hello there, everybody, and how are you doing this fine and fabulous Thursday night? We are going to have the Rev. His name is Reverend Ed Broderick, but I've always called him Rev.
No background?
So, no, he doesn't have background. So we're going to unmute him and bring him aboard. So, everybody, please welcome Reverend Ed Broderick to the stage. Perfect time for October.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, you people out there, you got to remember the veils are thinning, right?
Yeah, so yes.
So, the veils are thinning in between the worlds. So, you guys are going to come up with more and more. So, any type of regular activity you have could stir up something else. So, of course, what do? We bring help in.
We help.
Okay, so in order to have help, we gotta bring in the Rev.
You need the Rev.
Yeah, where for some reason we're not live at the moment, but we're still on Blog Talk. So Michelle, you take it while I fix this.
Okay. So I guess Rev, you look so handsome. It's like I'm so used to not seeing you with your collar on. Usually, like, a few times I've seen you in the past. You have like, oh yeah, I've seen you with the button-down shirt. You still haven't looked like you've changed the date at all. You know, so.
Oh, thank you.
Oh no, absolutely.
It's the Irish blood.
It's the Irish blood. I need some of that Irish blood. I tell you, it's amazing. You have not changed one single bit. But for oh no, my pleasure. Now for our listeners, would you mind telling them, you know, how you came to be? Because I know, did the abilities that you have come before deciding to become a reverend, or were you reverend first before the actual feelings of...
Yeah, I want to know how everything started. Like, how did you start out? Did you always start out wanting to be a reverend, or was this something that you just kind of got led in that direction?
Because you're literally you are the Rev that people can go to and say, oh my gosh, I really think so-and-so is possessed by a demon. And you'll take people absolutely serious and walk them through and calm them down and help them get through their whole experience like no other. So, it's interesting.
Well, basically, the final words, and the intro was fantastic.
Thank you. I mean, it's been quite a while since, you know, that we both have had an opportunity to talk to you for in actuality. It's been quite a number of years.
Yeah, it has been.
You know, so what have you been doing these last few years?
You're jumping subjects here.
I know.
So I want to know, how did you get started, and how did you? Were you always a reverend? Is this something that you were listening to or thought about when you were a child?
I did not want to become a reverend. Not at all. And in fact, I had a mentor who had a vision of where the car and thought, I I was doomed for a life of boredom.
Oh, wow.
Most people I knew grew up in denominational church, like Catholic Church, Protestant Church. The only thing they could cure was insanity.
Right, exactly.
Oh, exactly. We're having some Facebook Live issues tonight.
Yes, we are.
For some reason, I cannot go live, so you need to put the word out that we're having live issues, but we're still live on Blog Talk. And we do happen to have a caller on the line already, but before we take the caller, we're going to get into some things, and I'm going to work on the video. So you had this vision. Now, most reverends won't say that they had a vision. It's mostly they'll say they had a heavenly vision. But I know for a fact that you actually have other gifts as well.
Right.
Which, you know, everybody some people say they come from God, they come from this, they come from that, and I think it doesn't matter. I think that everybody is gifted in a certain way. So you're taking all of these things, and personally, both me and Michelle have worked with you, not together but separately on different,
it's funny.
on different cases. We've actually worked together, so we know for a fact of all the things that you do. But how did this come about after the vision? Was it something that you kind of started to fall into, or?
Yes.
Was it like the chicken and the egg? Which came first?
It first came my encounter. I guess you could say my encounter with God. Then everything else fell with it.
Yeah, it's a little loud. We're having a lot of technical difficulties tonight for some reason. This is very strange. I've never had any issues. What is
this is common whenever one talks about it.
It's because of the whole energy exchange. Are you barefoot?
No, I'm not.
Okay, take off your clothes. Your shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm barefoot. I am actually wearing hematite around me tonight.
Okay, well, everybody's checking in at, I don't wear hemat. Alright, just let's keep talking about what's going on, because I don't want to stop this while I fix all the video stuff. That's why it might be a little hard, because right now he is actually on the video that we're doing.
Yes.
So we might have to actually back out of the video, do the video actually a different way in order to do this. So, you know, in the meantime, because I don't want this to stop. I want
absolutely not.
I
We have
want
so
Reverend
much to
Ed
talk about.
to definitely have his time to shine, and you guys have to actually meet him and the cases that he's actually worked with, which is fantastic. So he's done a lot of wonderful things in his life, and like I said, the veil between the worlds is a big time.
That's why I'm curious, which came first, the chicken or the egg?
You got to talk a little bit more.
Did you have the abilities first, or did you decide that you become a reverend then?
I always had the desire to walk in the supernatural. And a lot of times, when you have a deep desire for something, a deep desire or passion, the call, the destiny is in that. So I always wanted to have spiritual gifts and to teach and do what I do now.
And you do it so well.
We're having a big time technical difficulty. So right now we're just on Blog Talk. For some reason, I cannot get the live feed to go.
But how many years have you been doing this now, Rev? How long has it been now?
I was ordained in 2000. But I was doing work, spiritual work, getting people set free from negative entities for about 1 year before that.
Wow.
Whoa. About 20 years.
Wow, that's a long time. Michelle, send to everybody that's listening that's still looking for the live feed, go over to our YouTube channel, For some reason, Facebook is giving us a hard time, but that's why we stream on so many different channels at once.
So
you
going
can
to
find us
YouTube.
on Awakening the Unknown, Awakening Spirit Productions, both YouTube, and you can also find us on Twitch right now because there seems to be some technical issues as far as Facebook. So go right over to the YouTube page, let everybody on Facebook know that that's where they can actually watch the live feed, because they used to seeing the live feed on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I know, but for some reason that's some technical glitch that's happening between Facebook, because we are actually live every other place at the moment.
Yeah,
so,
iTunes.
Yeah.
Whenever I've had cases where I'm talking to people on the phone,
Yeah.
positive defense or exorcism work,
At the moment.
I've had cases where I'm talking to people on the phone.
Okay, that's better.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Always been.
Alright, so we are live right now. You can actually chat with Michelle right now if you go over to Awakening the Unknown YouTube page.
Yeah.
So you let them know on Facebook that's where we are right now. So now that I at least got some video page, I can post the video up to Facebook later.
I'm going to grab a link from YouTube and send it over to Facebook.
Brilliant, Michelle.
So
Brilliant!
Yes,
Brilliant!
It's my evil mind.
She's brilliant. So, I mean, we're going to get into a couple things, but the thing I wanted to mention is I have worked with you not just on one case. I've worked on you with a couple of different people. They usually call me.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's been a couple of cases. There was one where an individual, not the Pennsylvania case, but it was a different case, and that was a different type of energy, because I think it was, that's the one I was sensing the stuff in the objects, and I kept calling you up and down the stairs practically all night to bless the objects. I remember that. That's the one. You know which one I'm talking about, right? Yeah, yeah. That's the one. And stuff like that happens. It's like, because I'm not a reverend. I don't bless, but I do pick up energy, and it's my thing. So it's like, okay, I'm sensing something demonic or evil because my stomach goes like that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, Rev! And I think that's why it just kind of stuck. I mean, it's really easier just to say Rev rather than saying Reverend Ed Broderick.
I know.
So I just like,
The
yo,
format.
Rev! And that's why I started calling him the Rev, and I think that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
I just remembered that.
And I'm like, what do you mean
Yeah.
the Rev? I mean, you mean Reverend Ed? She goes, yeah, the Rev.
The Rev.
I'm like, Reverend Ed, right?
Well, because there was like, I don't know, quite a few items in there that it was like jumping in and out of different types of items in that particular thing. Now, on top of the house blessing, you also had to clean items at the same time. And
Yeah.
literally, how do you go about blessing water on the go? I mean, most of us, like paranormal investigators, that's something we get from a church. We
Okay,
can't
wait.
do stuff like that. I can't.
We mixed, we mixed a chunk of this.
We did?
Yes. Okay. So, you're now doing spiritual work, you have these abilities. What are the abilities, and how are you able to transform them in your daily life now? How many ways have you used your spiritual gifts to actually help people? Like we're skipping.
No,
Okay.
that's what we're talking about.
I'm curious to know, like, the mishmash of this whole situation. You know what I mean? It's like two personas. Like, cause I'm two people. You know, I'm like.
No,
two
he's
people.
the same person.
I'm like two
Yeah.
people. I can be like two people.
Well, you are. Like, right now, you're very calm.
Yeah.
She's normally very silly.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, the silly comment.
you have to just behave yourself. The reverend's on. So, we're jumping all over the place. Yeah,
Confession.
I think you
Yeah,
might
I need
have to.
confession. Yeah, seriously.
So everybody that's listening right now, I mean, there was the like I said, the villas thing, and I know that I'm jumping, and I do know part of your history, but aren't you also a veteran?
Yes.
Okay. Now, were you a reverend in the military as well?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
I was sergeant.
Whoa.
And I was a EMC in the Army.
Right, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I have a very good memory when it comes to this stuff. Didn't you constantly give others advice?
Oh, yes. I wasn't in official capacity as a reverend in the military.
Right.
Right.
But I did a lot of spiritual work because I was ordained at the time.
Nice. So he's got a, let's see, he's a war hero.
I know.
He's got a history, okay? He's got a beautiful wife, which isn't in the camera right now.
I heard something about you. You're pretty good at karaoke.
Karaoke.
Karaoke. Yep. He really is. There is some secret videos on YouTube and Facebook with the Rev actually YouTubing it up and karaoke.
Is there?
Oh, heck yeah.
The Rev is YouTube, and I missed that one?
Of course he missed that
Okay,
one.
I gotta watch
He's
that
so
one.
much fun.
I gotta watch
He's the type of Rev that you'll get arrested with. You know what I mean?
No, he actually is kind of fun. You know, he really is. So I've been around with around as far as a couple of cases with him, and I know he's like my cases. But what about you, Michelle? Michelle, we lost Michelle.
Hey, where the hell did I go?
Oh my. Okay, so we're gonna get into a little bit of things right now. And did you share out the link to Facebook?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So everybody should have the opportunity to come over, and hopefully we'll be getting in some good insight at the moment. And right now I'm just trying to check everything out. I'm just going to share this video out a bit so everybody knows that we're actually on YouTube at the moment. Now, what advice do you have for someone that is possibly interested in getting involved in the ministry? Maybe not in your capacity because you're multifaceted, but what advice would you have for somebody that is interested in starting something like that?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm back. Man down.
My advice would be is ask yourself this question. If you had all the time in the world, all the money in the world, what would you spend it on? What would you focus on?
Right.
If you feel a hunger for, and to go back to connection with the one who created you, then take the first step, take one step at a time. My problem was trying to do that on the first day. But it was only when I took it one day at a time and just helped one person at a time. Before I knew it, I was doing exorcist work, prophetic work. I never thought I would do exorcism work, but at the same time, reading people and preaching the gospel in the process.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, one day at a time,
It's
find out
like,
what it is your heart's desire is. Start there.
it's like the duality of it,
Right.
though, you know? I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
I understand so well because I grew up Catholic, but yet also being the village witch at the same time. So it's like two separate personas in one person. So it's not always easy to keep that. Yes.
Right.
What was the case you had?
The one we found the incestual stuff up in the attic with the little boys were being bothered.
The ground. When we had the ground up there.
Yes, and I ended up having to take this stuff and actually destroying the stuff because it was really bad. And we put the blessed rosaries for the little boys. But Father, Reverend Ed and I literally climbed up a little closet hole to get up in the attic, and we found some insane evidence about incest in that family.
Wow.
It's
Nice.
truly hidden.
Never saw that one coming.
Never have I. I've never ever seen such a thing ever in my life.
Wow.
The father even had date, like, what do you call it, birth certificates of the wife that was the daughter.
Wow.
And then the daughter had the granddaughter, but the granddaughter was also, you know what I mean? Like, his daughter, like,
Didn't take long that this was a demon.
Wow.
it was very, very sincerely like demonic. It was. There was growls coming up from the attic, and the children were being affected. And then we don't think it was just the ancestral part because we found a lot of weird like pornography type stuff, and they had dress up clothes, like almost like what was that?
That was we found dark magic.
Yeah.
all that stuff. Like,
Yeah, well, that's why it's definitely good to destroy it.
oh yes,
destroy
oh yes.
it can be destroyed just the way that we know it can be
But
destroyed.
I mean, we were up there in the attic sweating up there trying to figure it out. We knew there was a reason for it, and when I saw the boxes in the corner, something literally drew me over to those boxes in the corner. We literally found the truth was all right there, hidden up in the attic.
Oh yeah.
What was that? What was that?
We cracked the case wide open. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, we did it. It was good teamwork. We really, none of us did any of that alone. I mean, that was some crazy stuff that night. And my biggest concern was the boys. You got it.
Yep, all you gotta do is go onto the Awakening the Unknown page. I shared the link to the published YouTube.
Yeah.
Now people can actually interact with us and watch. So, got it.
On Awakening the Unknown on Facebook.
Yes.
That's what I'm
So
going
you
to
just go to under Awakening now. Sorry about this, people. It's just a bit of technical difficulties at the moment. So we share the live YouTube feed. We can actually talk to you on Facebook, but you can come over to the YouTube feed as well. We'd be happy to chat with you there. So now, I also know that you've done one particular case that I can remember. And this was in the middle of the case of the different type of energy and somebody being threatened to be thrown down the stairs. Which isn't funny, but I don't know, I can't help but laugh, sorry. But I know it's inappropriate. But this particular case, as we were investigating at the time before we went up in the basement, she had almost like an experience like you had to exorcise a demonic presence out of her as well. Do you remember? Right.
There's, and you had said, all the Ed come down, and she was catatonic.
Yeah.
And so I had to sit down in front of her.
Yeah.
And literally break that demonic hold off.
Right.
Now, how did you learn that? Who taught you all this, Reverend? Who literally? I mean, because I know the Catholic Church for years, all the time, there was hush hush. Who actually stepped forward and stepped up and actually taught you this?
The big guy. I say the big guy. Am I right? No.
Amen.
Well, of course, yes, but somebody had to have given them some kind of guidance in what direction went, and I'm sure it wasn't easy.
I did have a teacher that had been working with me. One of them, an African bishop from Ghana.
Nice.
And he had taught me about different kinds of spirits and it.
Wow.
So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. All right, guys. If you have a demonic question before we get into everything else, since we can sit here and talk about the good old times, I haven't even talked about the basement part yet. Not the basement, the attic. I didn't really pick anything up in the basement, except it was cool to go around that dark corner, but that was me. The attic. Oh my God, the attic.
Really?
Literally, the attic. That's where they were giving him such a hard time because he'll do his thing, and I like to follow him around with the camera and headset.
Yes.
Because that's his thing. I'm just doing my thing. So I'll set the camera up, and I put the headphones. I put my headphones on, and I'll listen to the live Zoom. And he was talking to them, and he was like blessing them to remove them from the house, and literally it was no, and laughing at him, no. Laughing at him, so then he kept going and going. And by this time, this poor Reverend, he's human too. So meanwhile, it's pouring up this sweat. I mean, literally, it's hot up there.
Oh,
no, I mean, it was nonstop. But then he comes out in one or two different languages at the time, and wanted to get this particular. Yeah, I don't remember. I have to look to see if I still have those on tape. But yeah, yeah, that was intense. It was cool. For me, it was cool from an audio perspective. It was like I'm not gonna argue with you type thing. And
right.
So it just, I guess that to certain languages, resonate. I haven't had enough coffee. Resonate more with particular types of demonic energy.
Yes. Depending on the person doing the if a person has more comfort in ministering in Latin,
Right.
well, that's as a point. For
Right.
me, I was using spiritual gift called praying in tongues.
Right.
And so I was doing because I knew that would be dropping.
Yeah, because I think at the time you said that you haven't spoke Latin in a long time.
That's a tough language
Yeah.
to remember, even because you don't use them on every.
I haven't had enough time with English, never mind Latin. This one already speaks several different languages.
But Latin, I don't, believe it or not. And I
Yeah.
really wish I had gone. I wish I had learned Latin back in high school when it was offered.
Alright, so what we're telling you guys out there is we have personally worked with who I like to call the Rev. Sorry, my nickname for him. You guys can call him Reverend Ed. He's the Rev to me. He's the Rev because it's just easier to call him if I'm picking up something. You know,
And he's who we call when we need him.
Who you gonna call?
Reverend
You're gonna
Ed!
get him a cape.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
There you go. Come on. Big R in the chest. It'd be
I
funny.
think it'd be great.
So, I mean, he has tons of experience, and he definitely has guidance as far as higher guidance in order to do this. So, what I want you guys to call is literally the veil is thinning. If you're having an issue, if there's something going on, give us a call. We're not going to sit there and shut you down. We are here at 563-999-3002. Definitely you want to give us a call. And then maybe, if you guys are good, maybe, just maybe during the second half of the show,
Wow.
he will give some of his, what we like to call gifts.
Yes. And
Yep,
I'd like
just
it.
yep.
Yes.
So he's
And by the way, whatever you do have to say with me, no holds barred. You can tell it right on air. You can tell everybody. I honestly, everything's an open book with me.
well, yeah, but it's G language, so
What's G?
the rating, honey.
Wait, but he's not gonna swear at me, Susan.
No, I was talking about you. I was warning her.
Like, what?
Oh my God. What's going on on Facebook, girl? You got all kinds of channels to check.
I am trying to check all kinds of things here.
Yeah.
Facebook is still giving me a little bit of an issue with the
Yeah, I
routine.
don't know what it is.
But
But we are over on YouTube, people, and don't worry,
we
we'll
have a
be able to
caller.
play this. And yeah, and we do.
Didn't we have a caller on Buck?
No,
Oh,
the
I
call,
called
yeah.
her.
All right. So what we're gonna actually do tonight is we're gonna come up with some scenarios and things like that, and things that happen. Find out a little bit more of as far as the power of the language. Now, one of the things I actually wanted to discuss, it might surprise you. So hold on to your hat. You holding on to something?
What?
Okay, there you go. All right, good. Now, I know for a fact, and you know for a fact, that I don't follow your typical belief because I've got the Native American and the Celtic side. But I know that you have to call in Michelle, who does a lot with the Bible and the Bible work, and someone like you if it's intense in order to do that. Now, I'm saying that I know I'm at one faith, but that's not the job that I'm meant to do. So a lot of people don't understand that it's many different things that actually take up a cleansing, like the case you were at with Michelle. You did the blessing. You basically have the energy to take care of it and to get rid of everything. And Michelle is the one that could take care of it. Michelle and I could have, but she was there. Michelle can actually take care of the any witchy stuff to get rid of it. Just
And I remember giving
So
each one of the
literally.
children
I mean, some people
rosaries. Actually, each little child in the house in that investigation got their own rosary.
So
blessed by
do you find it like difficult sometimes to work with somebody who has different beliefs, but basically let you just lead the way to the direction that you go into because they know that that's the way that has to be done?
Yes, Facebook. They're not getting anything on Facebook.
That is a good
Thank
great question. I have found it to be a very positive experience to work with people who are belief system.
Right.
For instance, when I work with you, I know that you could be a real witch.
Yeah. Oh wait, you said it to you too? That's me too.
But what helps me in working with you, and in some of the recent cases I've had with Miss Mandy Brown, for instance,
Right.
also Wigan, is the fact that I used to do these things before I actually became a Christian.
Right.
So I'm well read in that area, so I can intelligently with you, and thereby work up a workable plan, multifaceted attack to bring a more thorough remembrance to the past.
Yeah, sure.
And that's why we were all called in, and what we all meant to do, and that's why we did a good job.
Yeah.
And I never personally never heard back from anyone we've ever exercised or anything. I've never heard
Yeah,
back.
we don't mean exercise as far as riding a bike.
Right.
No, not that type. No,
I mean,
totally.
not
different
whether
type
it be a home, whether it be a person, whatever the situation. Like, honestly, every feedback I've ever gotten has always been
But see,
good.
and this is coming from somebody who's I'm a Celtic and I'm Native American. Now Celtic is kind of a form of a witch, but it's just kind of like a Native American with magic. That's basically all it is. So
It just doesn't wear feathers, you know.
Yeah. No, I do have some feathers.
Oh, the Chinese.
Yeah, there's one right up there if you want me. No, I should wear that tonight. All right. So, yeah, no, but so, I mean, I totally spaced out where I was going with this. Alright, so, okay, this is me. I'm from a different belief system, but I know for a fact that when you're in a particular area, and maybe this is because I was raised Catholic, Native, Celtic. Talk about confusion. Anyways, so those are the three that I was actually raised with, all three together. But I know for a fact when there is something demonic, you need to call on somebody with a strong faith of Christ. And I know that for a fact because I started working with the Ascended Masters. Now, the Ascended Masters, Jesus was one of the Ascended Masters.
Yeah.
So to me, it's similar, but it's just a different wavelength. But if there was a situation that was real rough, I know that it's not in my field of expertise. So I have no issue saying, Rev, I need some help.
Right.
I have no issue with that at all. And I think everybody else needs to understand that. I mean, there is no reason, just because everybody believes in something different, doesn't mean they can't actually all get along. It's actually kind of fun on the car ride home, too.
Oh yeah. I say bring it on. I say the more the merrier, and it never hurts to overdo when it comes to something
you
like that.
want to cover all your bases. You really do.
Which is why I'm learning the Bible in Portuguese, because especially in our area, we encounter Portuguese speaking those. That you can jibber jabber in English all you want, you can talk to them in Spanish all you want, you can talk to them. They speak nothing but straight Portuguese, dead or alive, that's them. And so it's like learning the Bible in Portuguese, all in straight the language in Portuguese has been like usually helpful.
Portuguese and Spanish and English, because if we're somewhere and it's just it's not like heavy, that's the stuff she handles. I'll take care of the crystals and the sage like I did with you before. Those are things that I'll do just get the Native American energy in. So it's not a power thing. It's more like just try to get the earth energy.
It's called a collaboration.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing, and that's what I want to, that's basically what I'm talking about right now, because some paranormal teams that are of different types of belief need to understand that you have to have the strong faith of a Christian, of a Catholic, of these individuals in order to get the actual demonic energy out. And coming from someone from my belief system, that's saying something. That's the point I'm trying to make. Do you agree?
Point home, that case we had in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
When we were on our way, I had received information that the spirit wanted one of the members and it wanted to attack one of the members of the team.
Yes.
And I had warned them.
Yeah.
And I offered to listen and protect.
Yeah.
There was one woman. This one woman looked at me sideways and she's like, I don't need a blessing from you. So I blessed everybody else.
You?
Yeah, I wasn't attacked though. It wasn't me that was attacked.
No, it wasn't you.
Right.
Luann?
No.
It was somebody else.
It was a guy.
In Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
In Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, everybody.
All right.
Halfway through the case, in the middle of the night, I hear humans screaming.
Okay, there was somebody else besides me. You're right. You're right. There was somebody else besides me.
Who?
I don't remember the names. I have a name issue. Yeah. So with me, it's different because we did our thing kind of a.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
See, I love that.
The calls dehydrated, that's why I was screaming. No, you were screaming because I need school.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to explain. I mean, to me, when you're dealing with the paranormal field, you need to have that strong Christian, Catholic belief in there. You really need to. I mean, you can be eclectic all you want, and I am very eclectic, but I do know that Jesus was on earth. It was an ascended master back when he was alive, along with many others. So for me, I work with a variety of ascended masters in the metaphysical field, but I know in certain instances, this is the point I want to make, especially in October, with the veil thinning and the feeling that I've been having with everybody awakening right now, I know that they're going to need to understand that there comes a time that you're going to have to actually call in what I like to call the expert or the Rev. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's gotten worse, Reverend Ed? Do you think it's gotten worse? Like, it's closer and closer we get to the veil. You're seeing, what are you seeing more of these days now? Because we know it's coming, but what are you seeing more of?
Everything. Pick one. More cryptid sighting, creatures in the woods, UFO sighting.
Yeah.
You're seeing people are calling me on the phone because they have more voices. In fact, this year, in the last 165 days, I have dealt with different human beings.
Wow. Now,
whereas
wow.
I would do 3 and
Right.
It's
amazing.
Yeah, it really is, but you gotta remember the way that Pluto was in, I'm gonna sneeze. The Pluto was in, hey! Excuse me, I've been cleaning today and my allergies are kicking in, so. Yeah, Gesundheit. Wait, God bless me. Okay, so as far as, because Pluto was actually in retrograde, which actually caused a lot of havoc. Now, in the process of the Pluto being in retrograde, we also had a large awakening of people that didn't have access to their gifts anymore. So, and we ourselves, that's why we do the Healing Sundays, in order to guide people, to help them so they don't actually understand it. I know that a lot of that has been happening, so I figured between the Pluto in retrograde, which was the rule type of energy, and the fact that everybody's awakening, there's going to be more and more people that need guidance. Now, some people will falter more towards the metaphysical, like holistic. Some people will fall in the wayside of going more into the Christian route or the Catholic route or even the spiritualist church. And so this way, I want to have as many different types of people as on, so those that actually need that guidance and want to seek out somebody, they know who to call. And that was the point of me bringing the Rev on and why it had to be in October. So, Rev, I say this several times during a show. How do people get a hold of you? I know you're on Facebook, but how does somebody actually get a hold of you? Do you have a website or something? Or is it just through Facebook they can get a hold of you?
He likes to do his really cute Facebook lives. He comes on.
Yeah, he does do Facebook lives as well. So,
I watch your Facebook lives.
So if somebody doesn't have Facebook, they're listening right now. Even if they wanted to call and ask for some advice, how would they send you a message? Would they email you, or how would they get a hold of you?
Yeah, they can. I'm amazed at how I have gone through. People have heard from me.
Yeah.
I'm good now. But they can reach me at my email.
Okay, so what is your email?
Cry out. CRYOUT 333 at gmail.com.
Yep. cryoutY333 at gmail.com.
Cryout333 at gmail.com.
Cryout333 at gmail.com.
Got it.
Okay, everybody got that? We'll repeat it one more time. Cryout333 at gmail.com.
Send all pornography
No,
to
you
cryout333 at gmail.
You should have done the rev. He should have done the rev at gmail.com. That would have been just so fitting. Yeah, it should have been fitting. The rev.
You know I gotta miss you. I tell you, I think it's great.
No, I mean,
I haven't seen him in so long. It's great. It was a great time, and it was intelligent people.
right.
And we literally handled that. I think we handled it very professionally, and people were happy, satisfied. They were relieved. They felt safe when we left.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They felt very safe with everything that the Rev did, with everything
Yeah,
that was
and
going on.
that's the thing. They always
The comfort, also that it's not just what he does, but he does offer a lot of comfort to the families and to you know, to all the others involved. I mean, from young to old, I've seen it. I've seen
Exactly.
it.
And that's the part that I discovered. I don't know why I haven't taken off the headphones. My head's sweating. But when I was there, I actually discovered something else. I mean, I've always talked to animals. It's just who I am. But there, if for some particular reason, they started talking back. They haven't stopped, by the way. And so the animals, for some reason, just started to talk to me that night in Pennsylvania when you were there. So it was kind of cool.
Were they talking back to you?
Yeah, the animals were.
She like, damn.
He was getting the people and the demons.
Like, she bought this cheap food I don't like. Boy, I'm gonna make sure I do a couple extra poops on top of her bed this week. She must have bought that litter that's on sale. Oh my god, I can't eat this.
You know, there's something I've always wanted to know. How do you separate your emotions when you're doing an exorcism? Because I know you. I know that you're a very caring individual. So how do you separate how you're feeling from what it is that you have to do?
I find that my emotions are very much connected to the psychic gift that I possess.
Right.
But also connected to the work that I do on the exorcism side.
Right.
So I have to put myself in the field.
Right.
Okay.
And surprisingly, my time in the military has taught me how to control my emotions in special situations.
Wow, that makes sense. That really does make sense.
That's right. That's right.
Makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna check that.
That's like literally. That's right there. That's training your brain to be calm, think clearly,
Right.
check out your surroundings, like all the whole 9 yards. That's right.
Exactly.
The persona. It's like when I blow up firecrackers behind my neighbor's yard, and he was like, he was Vietnam vet and all that. It's like when every time I blow up the firecrackers, the poor guy starts screaming. You know.
Well, yeah.
I haven't done it in a while. I only did it like a couple weeks ago. It's been a while. We missed it. He must have missed it.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah. No.
I did. Hey, he actually was waiting for you. He was expecting it from me. You know what I'm saying? It was like tradition.
Tradition to scare him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, once a year. I do it all the time. But I haven't lived over there, so it's only, this was this once this year. I'll give it to the one.
And I'm the negative one, right?
That was not negative. It keeps his old ticket going.
No.
I tell you, he likes it. He keeps him going. He loves chasing me with that Portuguese. Yeah. What was that?
No fudge.
No, I know I shouldn't do it. He's saying don't do it.
Oh, yes, you do. English. That's all I know is English.
I was saying that the old man
Right.
was saying, no fudge, no fudge. Don't do that anymore.
And she probably will continue doing it.
Yeah. I told you, it's normal. They expect that from me. You know? It's expected. Like for Christmas, I'll give him like a bottle bomb or something. Boom! Get one of those horns or something.
Yeah, I can't believe this is not working at all, and I don't understand that.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're still having the Facebook issue. I'm hoping to fix it probably in the middle of the show when we actually take a break. So,
yes.
What cases actually been not the most difficult, but the most they took the most energy out of you? Like, what were the circumstances?
Someone just asked me that yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Really, what comes to your mind? What's your biggest thing? I mean, for one person, it can be scary. For us, to not be scary for another person. So,
which is curious because I know that it's gonna take stuff out of you, so to speak.
It does to us every time.
Yeah.
Yes. In fact, both of you should know. I know that Sue knows. I bring orange juice with all of this. Because, yeah, you guys know.
I do
because
too.
when I work with somebody, I'm connecting with them on a spiritual level.
Right.
I'm not only fighting for the house to be cleansed, but in essence, I'm fighting for their soul as well.
Yes.
That's right.
Exactly.
And that can drain me spiritually and physically.
Sugar. Blood sugar.
Right.
And orange juice also help.
Exactly.
Best remedy.
Vitamin Z.
Best remedy right there. It's funny because that's what I told Stephanie after. I said orange juice and make sure you eat something with protein afterwards.
Yeah.
Get your energy going because it really is draining work. And people who don't go through that effect like you do, they don't realize it.
No, they don't.
It's really, really draining.
Well,
work.
yeah. Well, it happens that like if somebody does a lot of work because it's something that naturally like the blood sugar, but when you're not only clearing out a house, but also trying to connect with the individual in the house in order to help them be on their correct spiritual path at the same time. That's why it's got to be draining. But have you ever done any remote blessings?
Like remote viewings?
Yes.
Okay.
One of the toughest cases to answer the question we did previously.
Yes, we treating here. Yes.
Was two brothers. And I was working with Carl Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah, we love Carl.
And the succubus, which is a demon that specializes in sexuality and sexual perversion for men, was pleased. He had picked it up by going into the form. And the ritual was playing. And so he had it.
Wow.
I told him that I could bless the place, but if he didn't change, it would come back.
Yes,
With
exactly.
reinforcements. And his condition would be worse than originally.
Right. Absolutely.
Even Jesus says that.
Yeah.
So I told him, I can't help you, and you do not want to change.
Right.
He said, yes, I do. I said, I'll come back in 2 weeks. I came back in 2 weeks. The house was clean. No part of it could be filled with any kind.
Wow.
He said, I got rid of all of it, and I put it in my garage.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
There you go.
The changes had already begun.
No, he put it in his garage. He was supposed to get rid of it. So that told me he was not interested in change.
See, that's the furthest I've ever seen a man get something cleaned up anyway. So, to get something from point A to point B in its garage, that's good enough for me, boy.
No offense, but, you know, if they get it outside the laundry basket, usually that's doing something.
If they even just look at it, that's already like, what? How long's that been there? 3 months?
Yeah.
Waiting for you.
Oh,
So you showed this with that one right there. I was like, men do that. So I'm thinking, wow, that's great. He put it in the garage. I thought that was a great thing.
Yeah, she really did. Did you see her face?
Yeah.
She picked it up.
I really thought that was fantastic. He made it to the garage. I would have been happy.
See, it's still not connecting yet. I don't know why.
So what happened? So
Alright.
going back to that case, yes.
Question, sir?
So tell us, we didn't finish about the case, just the scariest and most...
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. And then she started talking about the fact that a man moved something from a house to a garage.
Yeah.
To her. So
It's horrible.
Well, I guess the most scariest case was when I had one on Blackstone Road in Providence.
Ooh,
And no, not that.
Ooh, there's more.
A man named Christopher Bowes.
Okay.
Christopher, what? I'm sorry?
Bowes. He was a musician from Philadelphia.
Oh, wow.
I had read him over the phone, and I had broken a portion of the church power on him
Right.
over him. Which you can do.
Right.
To your question about remotely blessing, you certainly can. But this man was desperate because his father was a high priest of Satan worship.
Oh.
Which his father died suddenly. He inherited a huge box full of satanic paraphernalia, healed in blood magic.
Yeah.
As soon as he received it, he received all the demons associated with his death.
Well, yeah.
Whoa.
That's
Whoa.
What happened? Your necklace came off?
My scarf literally just got pulled off my neck.
That's gotta be Joey.
Literally just got pulled literally right off my neck. I had it double out.
Well, be thankful they didn't choke you.
Oh yeah, thank you very much, Joey. I guess he's not. You don't like the red. Alright, I'm taking it off. I might have to take this off too. I don't know, whatever.
This guy was dead.
Huh?
And so he said, I will come to Rhode Island to get delivered.
Okay.
Now, this guy was quoted possessed after Oklahoma. I even had a supernatural photograph of an animal he's picture of.
Oh.
Body of a rabbit, head of a cat,
Oh.
no eyes.
Yeah. That's
Creepy.
negative. Yeah.
Anyway,
Whoa.
my friends who had churches were like, sorry, you're not there that day. So I had to literally do an exorcism in my house.
Oh. Yeah.
We had to do it in my house too. I had.
Well, that wasn't an exorcism.
Well, we didn't know it was going to be until we really started talking.
No,
about
your
things.
house was just a blessing.
Yeah. She did
Not
cool
an
thing thought I was the ghost, and I was in her house. So she was not happy. So Sue had to break the news to her that she had to kick rocks. You don't pay rent, kick it out. Dead or alive. You don't pay rent, get out.
No, but you know, it's.
Was looking at it, and you know the new Mummy movie?
Which one?
Which one?
The new one.
The new Halloween.
The new Mummy.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mummy. The Mummy movie.
Right? Yeah, I haven't.
The Mummy.
Well, it shows a guy with two pupils in his eyes. Very scary. I saw that double set of eyes. And I said, I see you, demon. And the demon spoke to me and said, I see you.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did that shake you up?
Oh.
Just a tad.
Yeah.
See, that right there makes me be like,
Yeah, but see, that just proves, even though he's still human.
Of
You know,
course.
he's a reverend, he does a lot of good work, he helps a lot of people, but he is human.
Well, I mean, we're human. We can get scared. We can get startled just like anybody else.
Yeah, you know, there's a difference between being startled and running out of the house because you're afraid someone's going to throw you down the stairs.
Boy, I'd be like, okay now, Stu. Something's looking at me. I'm covering myself up over here. I got spirit taking my clothes off and
Why would
everything.
you stop? This is the G-rated show.
Look, I didn't take my scarf off.
Just because I do exorcism work
Right.
doesn't mean I should take every test. That's why I always would pray and fast.
Right.
If I have a peace with a case that I'm about to enter,
Right.
I know I'm supposed to go.
Yeah.
And that's the secret to my boldness and my confidence
Right.
and my success. Because I get the success before I even show up.
Yeah. It's like, I guess the way to explain it for all our metaphysical people out there is it's like instincts. You like we're doing the meditation, he's doing the praying, and what you have to do is just understand which direction is actually the right one for you. And then sometimes you just like, I can't do it. I can't do it for some reason. And we had that where I told you there was something I just didn't have a right feeling about.
Yeah, and we didn't do it. And we trust our instincts 100%.
Yeah. So, and basically, it's very similar, and that's the reason for this. I want everybody to understand that how similar everything is. Literally, it's very similar. It's just we'll meditate. We're of the light. Reverend Ed prays. He's of the light. We just call it something different, so to speak. You know, it's similar. I think, anyways.
I always tell people, if you want fruit to change, you better change the food. And since most of the people I go to are the Christian side,
right?
When I tell them that often to open forgive, I don't judge them.
Oh yeah.
And I remind them that the record is clean.
Right.
So the root does not first. And then from that place, once they reconnect, I then go through that with that.
Right.
And train them how to bless the room.
Right. You actually did that. You did train somebody how to bless the house. I remember that. That was on the case where I kept calling you. Poor guy had his cane that night, and I was calling him up and down the stairs just to go. It's like, okay, I wanted to make sure it wasn't in any object before he did his thing. So I don't know, it's just what I do. It's my way of helping. So that's all I can say.
There's enough work for everyone.
Yeah.
There's enough
Trust
work
me,
for
it was
everyone.
like, yeah, but there's certain objects, like the Haunted Collector, that's another one. There are certain objects that no matter what you do, you cannot take the energy out of it. And even like Ed and Lorraine Warren will take, for instance, has a reverend come over 3 times a week to bless every object that's in his house, because that's what it requires.
That's what it does require.
Exactly. So that's just basically my point.
There's so much that people don't understand, and I think that's part of the problem. That's what causes a lot of the problems.
Yeah.
Because it's always been something so kept under the radar, so hush hush. You know, they try to attribute it to so many different things. Then mental illness comes out, that confuses people even more.
Right.
You know, it's just a big mess. So I mean,
and then they threatened to shut down Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, that was awful. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa, that's like when the post office went postal. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. But what it is to me, I'm the type of person that is, as long as somebody is of like the light, that's all that really matters. You know, to me, as long as they're in the light energy, they're doing light work. And I think a lot of people feel the same. It's just that there's always been that faux pas. I mean, could I recite the Lord's Prayer? Sure can.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You need me to.
Yeah, because I can I recite other things as well? Yes. But no, not appropriate when you go out there and do that.
No, if you don't believe it and it's not in you,
right?
You can't.
So, and that's what it is. There's no right. And like I've been telling everybody, I mean, there's a lot of paranormal peeps that do follow us, and if you're having an issue, and I've had a lot of people ask me if they happen to know I know a reverend. A lot of teams are actually looking for a reverend right now. So now what I'm telling you is I'm introducing you guys to not a reverend, the Rev. The Rev. I'm sorry. He's still always going to be the Rev to me. Because it's just easier to trust me. After a while, you'll call him the Rev too.
I know, I'm already getting into the habit.
Especially if he's working with another bloody empath. You know?
And it's just so funny how we were in perimeters of each other, because I worked with him and you worked with him.
Yeah.
But we never worked all together.
No, we haven't.
What a strange thing.
Yeah.
But we gotta make it happen.
Well, yeah, it's not like you can say, hey, you possessed, we wanted to go do something. I can't do that.
How I met you guys.
I remember how I met you. You, Faven, I think it was the Seaport Inn. And you walk up to the table and you start talking. I was with Will and City Ghost at the time, and I looked at Luann and I said, Luann, he's not just a reverend, he's gifted. You need to get a hold of him. You need to call. You need to get him on the team. That's what I said.
No, she did.
No, she did.
She did this?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He worked with
And that has been
her.
my since.
Yeah. It was just.
Because I would go to the Ocean State Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I would go to the different tent.
Yeah.
And I would bless them and read them.
Right.
And that usually makes people confused because they see a guy wearing a collar.
Yeah.
But then he's acting like he was there.
Right.
And then before we know it, passing out my card, and that's pretty much how I got around.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
We are actually getting close to the top of the hour.
Do we have any callers? Have you bebopped into the blog
I
talk?
have bebopped into Blog Talk, and I think right now
Yeah.
the issue is we're not on Facebook. But
Yes.
what I'm going to do is we are actually going to take a pause for the cause over here, Ev. So I'm going to mute you for a bit, so that way you can talk along with your wife
Grab
and
your
anyone
coffee.
else. And now.
Yes.
Why not? We can ask for readings. I mean, if you guys don't want to
Well,
call in,
I would love for the refs to give me reading because
well, I need to know about moving too. So
yeah, we have a low.
and see,
You can read us all you want.
This is the point. Before we go to break, this is the point. Everybody out there knows I am Native American and Celtic.
Yes.
Do I have an issue with somebody who believes in Jesus and prays reading me? No, I do not. Why? Because we both work in the light. That's what matters. That's the part that matters.
Yes.
As long as you guys are all in the light, does it really matter where the information comes from? That's my point. We can all get along, people. So stay tuned. We'll be right back right after these messages from our sponsor.
We'll be right back with more of Awakening the Unknown after a quick message from our sponsor. This episode has been brought to you by Crystal Expectations. Crystal Expectations is located at 854 Brock Ave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. They're also located on the web at crystalexpectations.org. Crystal Expectations has been in the business for 30 years. The owner, TJ Gomes, is an expert on crystals, feng shui, and a practitioner for 40 years. Their breeder, Dr. Gary Gomes, is a well-known Vedic astrologer and Swami. Both are Reiki masters, and all kinds of predictive services are offered, such as love, career, and health. And low-cost remedies are provided. They have jewelry and statues of deities from all religions, incense, candles, books, and other items reasonably priced. So visit Crystal Expectations, located at 854 Brock Ave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, or on the web at crystalexpectations.org.
there, everybody? How are you doing out there tonight? We are actually back. I'm still working on the Facebook thing. I was actually sitting here talking to the computer at the time. So I'm just going to take a couple more minutes, and I am going to work on the... I told you Rev can be silly. So I'm going to take a couple more minutes of work and see if we can get the Facebook Live going for all of our Facebook Live friends, but for some reason we're having a connection issue.
I think you may have fixed it.
Oh,
right now.
I think we fixed it. Guess we'll find out.
I'm going to find out right this minute.
How are you doing tonight, Rev? You having fun?
I am having blast with my favorite lady.
There you go. That's all that matters in life. Let me see. Are we on?
I think we're...
All right, you talk, I'll look.
I think, honestly, we've solved the problems.
I guess. Oh, we are. We're on, peep. Okay.
All right.
Awesome. So I can get out of this one. We're finally on Facebook Live.
Yes, yeah, I'm already sharing the heck out of everything.
Yeah. Okay, so she'll share it, and we'll continue. And now I can see you on Facebook Live, and everybody else can see us too. So there's a couple channels that I'm going to share it out. We should get people in here very shortly.
Mm-hmm.
So so what were we talking about?
Well, we were
talking a lot about cases.
Yes, we were because and now since we've worked like with you, it's been a number of years already. Like, what have you been up to? What have you been doing?
He's been busy and he hasn't called me to come video. I'm very hurt.
So what has the Rev been up to?
I've been a school.
I told ya.
Apparently, right? Hello, Brianna. We got Brianna Marie who's already joined our
so we got some of our regulars actually coming in right now. And for those of you that are just popping in, we are actually talking to Reverend Ed Broderick, or who I like to call the Rev. Yeah, just an easy nickname. Both Michelle and I have worked with him on particular cases. So if you guys are interested and want to have, if you're a paranormal team, or you need some spiritual guidance, or you have something that you have to do, his email is, Michelle, you wrote it down. And
yes, I did.
So his email is
cryout333@gmail.com.
Right.
Now it's actually very good. It's a good way to remember it. cryout333@gmail.com.
Yep. So you definitely want to give him a call.
The inspiration of that is Jeremiah 33:3. Call out to me, and I will answer and show a great wonderful things.
What?
This is what God says.
Okay, what did he say? I didn't understand that.
That's okay. It's God's phone number.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it's God's phone number.
Oh, son of a gun.
The Trinity. The 333.
It says call out to me.
Yeah.
And I will answer it. Jeremiah 33:3.
Oh, wow.
Very neat.
That is pretty cool.
Very neat.
I would have never guessed that.
Alright, people, I'm sorry we had issues. I had to delete the account off my program to re-put it back on. So Michelle's now in the top of her game.
Yes,
so
I am.
if you have any questions, and another thing that you don't know is Reverend Ed Broderick actually reads people.
Yes.
And yes, he does that. He will not only use his spiritual gifts when he's on a case, but he's also going to use his what we call metaphysical gifts. And for those of the listeners out there that understand it, it's just like I said, it still comes from the light, from a higher power, and he is gifted in ways as well. So if you guys need some guidance, you need help in case, you have an exorcism,
Actually,
shot a handle.
Actually, there is somebody right now that was waiting on finances for school.
Oh.
Somebody out there worried about finances for school.
Right, and it didn't. It looks like it's not going to happen.
Huh.
But to this person, if they just wait, because they have a habit of panic, don't panic. You know you are always in the right place at the right time.
Nice.
That could go
And
about.
this person calls,
Uh-huh.
just say, I am the school money person.
I'm literally putting our number in right now for everyone to give us a call at 508.
No. 563-999-3002.
I was going to give our personal number. Oh, my
Give our
goodness.
phone number.
563-999-3002. If you know, call us. We
Yeah,
love to talk
for
to
those
you.
of you that actually missed the first part of the conversation, don't forget it's always available on iHeartRadio. Usually, sometimes they'll pop in tonight, and other times it'll pop in the next day.
Yes.
So, and afterwards, we'll share out the second half of the video out, and I will also share out the YouTube video for the whole thing. So you'll be able to find it on iHeart, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, pretty much all 10 podcast stations. that you
Anywhere
find
and
right now.
everywhere.
Yeah, so that's the first thing I did.
Xfinity, Comcast also. You can just
Yep.
hop in your little remote.
Actually,
and
you
say,
will be on Xfinity as well.
Yep, you can just say, "Oh, we can get no."
Hey, you know me. I gotta go big or go home, you know?
That's right.
But I appreciate you letting me be on your show.
Oh,
our pleasure.
Rev, we've worked
Come
with
on.
you. Come on. Everybody's been asking. We find a way to do this for you people.
Absolutely.
We brought the Rev.
That's right. We are not on our element because we love to have
And
somebody.
we like
It's a
the
new
interacting.
person to help other people. If
Exactly.
somebody needs help, it's introducing him to our listeners. Because,
Exactly.
like we all know, eventually someone will need your help, and now we get a little synopsis of who he is, and they call him
Exactly.
the Rev when they want him, when they need him.
It's a nickname that's going to stick all over Facebook now.
I know, right?
He's in the back of his mind, he's going to go, "Hon, I swear." No, I can't swear. I'm going to. Nope, can't say that either. But he's going to think it.
Oh, nuts and crackers and shit and ice cream and fudge and...
I do have a funny anecdote about the Christopher Bones case.
Okay.
Tell us.
That was the one from Peter Beckman
Yeah.
that the demon said, I see you.
Oh.
Now, I am also a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I love all things Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies is The Two Towers.
Oh.
In this movie, Gandalf does an exorcism on a king,
Okay.
and he's set free.
Right.
And he grabs the guy, the king, and he says, breathe the free air again, my friend.
Oh.
Now, I'm doing this intense case with Christopher Bones.
Okay.
It is a clash of the titans. It is taking about 3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Battle to the end right there.
And supernatural things are happening.
Right.
Finally, it breaks. And literally the room gets brighter. Everybody is in tears. Chris is in tears. I reach out to him. I give him a big hug. Now, my wife is in the room with me. She's helping me out.
Oh, yeah.
And she is not freaked out by this at all. She's with me. She's seen spirits herself, so it's
Yep.
perfect. So Chris reaches out to me. I give him a big hug and I say, breathe the free air again, my friend.
Wow.
And I look over and my wife is horrified. So afterwards, I find out she wasn't horrified that her husband was fighting an ancient evil since before Adam. or this person was literally speaking at demonic tongues. None of that. She was horrified that I quoted Lord of the Rings.
I knew that was coming. I knew I liked her. Oh my God, that's too funny.
That's funny
And
though,
Yeah,
you
I like
know?
that.
It is
Yeah.
hilarious though.
But
because
it's something that actually happens.
it's a
sometimes.
true
You
thing
find
about our
that you
lives
get-
though, because
Yeah.
we can't make this stuff up.
No, we can't.
There's
No.
no way this stuff can be made up, honestly. The stuff that happens, it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. It's epic. Like
It
my
really
scarf that just went.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll rewind that video and I can put it in a negative after
Yes.
to see if anything pops up. So no worries there. But
Yeah.
yeah. So does anybody have any questions for the Rev?
Everyone seems adamantly listening and putting the number in again for everyone to give the Rev
Awesome.
a call. Rev,
Okay, so I actually have a question.
Go
Rev,
for it.
I've got a question. Okay.
I'm bracing myself.
Actually, it's just about moving. I have to leave this apartment. But I don't
Okay.
know if you have insight into when it's going to happen, or should I jump, or should I not?
Not over a cliff.
No. Well, you know what I mean.
Over a bridge or anything.
No.
So what I'll do is I will pray a blessing,
Okay.
just a quick one,
Yep.
and then I'll go from there.
Okay.
I bless you still. I ask God give me wisdom. Embracete ut yarda se eru strapa karafitsi. Embracete nebidior dwa de ve ida shandra dasana. Overthinking is that overthinking.
I'm overthinking the
You
move.
Yeah, you're overthinking about whether to jump or not. Maybe I'm wrong, but I see a pattern where maybe this year you've been kind of second guessing yourself as far as making a decision. I'm just seeing this.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, just say, hey, guess what? You got this one wrong. And that's okay. But I'm going to tell you, go with your pieces.
Go with your pieces.
Go where your piece is. And don't try to go, is this the piece here or is this the piece here? No.
No, but I feel it.
Because there are signs.
Yeah.
All that we're given to you is what to do.
Yeah.
In fact, somebody has already offered, somebody offered to move you? Or did somebody give you a vehicle to move? Or was it like a sign that was like, the door's open? No? Then it's going to happen.
No. No, my kids will move me because they're getting older, so they're leaving. The apartment's too big.
I think he's
I've got to
talking about.
downsize.
I think he's talking about how we talked about about you moving in.
Maybe he's picking up the fact we just moved you out of storage.
Yes, and how it was. The point was we're all gonna collaborate and move together.
We just moved her out of storage, and that was in a truck.
That makes complete sense to me as he's saying. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Remember, I was like, yeah.
Yeah. So River's anxiety, was it from you then? Was it being, because there's been a synchronistic event where coincidence has been happening and clicking around you.
Yes.
Not me,
And
her.
oh, okay. Sorry, Sue. Sorry.
I'm used to this.
Read me.
Hey, and did I not say originally I was going to read you?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
All right, so let's
Tell
see.
me everything. Am I gonna take over the world?
Would you let him concentrate and pray?
You're going to be in the right place at the right time.
Oh.
And there's a harvest that you have not yet reaped. I guess
What?
Your sound just went out.
Your sound went bye-bye.
Yeah, you lost your sound. Oh, now
on
it's
your
back.
house.
Wait,
Yeah.
back up.
On your mother's. Yeah.
Back up,
Oh,
we
okay.
lost you.
I passed.
Okay, we lost you.
Okay.
Reaping the harvest.
Right, you're reaping a harvest, and that's because you come from a certain member of your family, a certain side of your family has been giving. And they believe that it doesn't matter what your financial situation is, the check is all going to show up in the mail somehow. So you have seen what it's like to give and have it given back to you.
Yeah.
Now, my encouragement to you is add your mouth to what you know. You have, I see the gold rays coming out of your mouth. That tells me that you have power in your voice.
Yep.
And you can change your circumstances by what you say.
Yep.
Here's the thing.
Sure.
I see you hanging yourself by your own tongue.
Yep. Don't worry. I got it.
When's this gonna happen? When am I hanging myself with my tongue?
You already have been.
Oh yeah, I have been, yes.
Because, listen, life and death is in the power of what you say.
Yes.
Sure.
And there is a scripture that says you can command your mountain to move, and if you do not doubt but believe what you say will come to pass, you can have what you say if you have God's kind of faith. So, but the thing is, people, that scripture doesn't say only for good. So let's just say I lose my wedding ring down to tubes, and then I end up with my cat. And I say, well, so goes Monday, so goes the rest of the week. I just cursed myself for the week, and I've attracted to myself negative things.
Exactly.
That makes so much sense.
You have been asking, how can I be in a place to maximize blessing, for things to work out for me?
Yes, yes.
Where's your answer?
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I just...
Well, okay.
This last part just confused me.
That's okay.
The Michelle Anise part.
Yeah, I need to speak it to her, Michelle Anise.
I
Yeah.
need Michelle Anise.
I know it's a really strange thing, but trust me, it's a thing. Okay. What he just said is sometimes you have a tendency to choke yourself, honey.
With my mouth.
Yeah, with your mouth. In other words, when you're going out and, like when we got our first sponsor,
Yeah.
you did that. That was you. Okay, you are very talented when it comes to when it is that you speak, but sometimes your emotion gets in your voice and it comes out the wrong way is what he's saying. Okay, so that's when you're actually choking yourself.
So in other
because
words...
you do have the gift of gab. You
Yeah, I
always
do.
have.
Yeah.
You
So in
just
other words,
have
keep
to-
my mouth shut the right time. Therefore, my mouth doesn't get me in trouble when the right moment is there, and I need that right moment to happen.
Yes, but he also
Right?
said, sorry about this, I'm just translating. He also said,
Ah.
stop thinking the negative stuff. You do that too much.
Yeah, and it's like, I
Okay,
guess,
but
positive,
the
positive.
more that you're following this is going to happen, it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen because you're just putting the energy into it. So
Right.
what you need to do is put the energy into something more light. Do you understand that? More positive. Okay, you understand that?
You are an amazing human being, and you are gifted to be a blessing for a great many people.
Yep.
Aww.
But sometimes we can let our emotions and our words get ahead of careful thought.
Yep.
So how do you control that? By saying, I'm always in the right place at the right time.
Right.
And my words are filled with life.
It's
When you
manifesting.
start to focus on that,
True.
you're less likely to do the opposite.
Exactly. I 100% agree. It's manifesting positivity. It's like looking in the mirror and telling yourself you're beautiful every day for like say a month or something. After a while, when you look in the mirror, all you see is the beauty. You're manifesting.
Look who should
positivity.
take some of her own voice.
I'm purple. I love the way. I'm sorry. I love me right now. I got a little purple.
I know,
thing
she's
going on.
The
Yeah.
purple has just completely helped bring so much more of her personality out, like even public now.
Yeah, it's a little
You know, it's
purple, a
great.
little pink.
But so now, do you see financially, like Sue and I, are things going well in that respect?
Now she's
Yes.
asking about the ATU network.
Yes, the ATU network.
See, I'm
Yes.
translating for you.
I see, I actually see doors opening up for you. Like conventions, and them inviting you to go. They're already doing that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where they've already invited you to go to certain places. So get ready because that's going to start picking up. And it's going to be, and it's going to happen fast. Because
Oh,
all this time, you've been planting seeds with patience.
yes.
And now things are going to start picking up.
Yes.
Now, one warning.
What?
With a blessing, sometimes the forces of darkness will try to tear you guys apart.
Oh, I know that.
That's been
We
started.
that's already been happening on
Yes.
and off.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I don't know what's been going on with you guys, but
Exactly.
I've seen it.
Yes.
And I'm warning you.
Yes. That's why we tell each other everything. Literally everything.
Absolutely.
Yep. We're
Yeah.
that's
Alright.
open.
From poop to pee.
Yep.
Everything.
Literally.
Mhm.
Yep.
Alright.
I do tell you if I'm in the toilet.
Me too.
I know. I do.
We do.
Sorry.
So
that
I
means-
can take you back.
No, we really do.
But that makes sense though,
Yeah,
because
it does.
it's like the evil eye, it's people wanting to bring us down, it's
Right.
the haters, it's the jealousy people.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we've been dealing with actually for a little bit now.
Yeah, to the point that usually when we're inviting people on or somebody wants us to come on, we'll only do like the radio show with both of us. Somebody's okay, I want just this one on. Nope, we're together.
No.
And
we're
then
together,
somebody will
absolutely.
call me and say, okay, I want you on, and say, nope, we do it together.
Mhm.
We do everything together because if you show a unified front, they can't get through.
Yeah. There's no I in team.
That's right.
You know, we said that from
There's
day
no
one. There's no I.
team.
There's no I in team.
Yeah.
So that's why they said we're gonna move those mountains.
Brianna came up.
Brianna.
So, Brianna?
Yes, my godchild, Brianna. Yes.
Somebody named Bree?
Yes, Brianna, Bree.
I think she might have a question.
Does she?
She probably does, but she's not
Read
answering
the
anything.
question.
She was actually one of the very first
Hi,
in our
Steph.
room.
Hi, Brianna. Hi, everybody. Now that you found us on Facebook.
Brianna tends to get a little bit shy too, so
Yeah.
she might be a little bit shy.
And also the name Joel. Who's
Who?
Joel?
Joel.
Joel.
Joel?
Yeah.
Joel's an old landlord of mine. Many moons ago.
Oh man,
Oh,
Back
yeah.
when Joey was healthy.
You hanging around?
Okay. No, but I'm doing a name like Joel or Joe that I need to pray for. So I don't know if it's connected. to
Young
you.
one or older one?
A younger one.
That's Joey. My son Joe, Joseph,
Ah, okay.
he's 15.
Okay, so what's going on with him that requires my attention?
He had a very strong faith when he was younger. I brought him
Okay.
to a Christian church because that's his belief, and I want him to explore that because that's who I am.
Sometimes he does Bible study with me.
Exactly.
Try to learn
But
about
he
that.
seemed to have like almost stopped for a bit, and I think that had more to do with when his father passed and the situation surrounding it.
Then having night terrors or sleep paralysis.
Nope.
So no sleep disturbances of any kind?
No, he has trouble sleeping sometimes, but that's about it. No
So
sleep.
that's called a sleep disturbance.
Oh,
I don't know.
thought he said paralysis. Wait, I need more purple. My blonde is showing again.
Yeah, he does. He has bouts of insomnia, bouts
Yeah.
of restlessness.
Yeah.
Through 2 or 3 nights he doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he
definitely.
had a very, very, very strong faith.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, he used to
Okay.
carry his Bible around, read his Bible all the time, and I encouraged that. I even went to church and volunteered because I know that's what was best for him, because that's who I am.
I'm asking Brianna if she has a question for
See
the
something
Rev.
about me you didn't know.
Do we have a caller?
Yes, we do have a caller. We have a caller. So you want to just wait and we'll handle Joseph in a minute?
Yeah. Woo! I love callers.
All right, I'm going to have to turn this back up. You're going to be a little loud. All right, hopefully we can get this caller going.
Maybe it's Brianna.
I don't know. It's a local number.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Yes.
All right. Hello, you are live on the air on Awakening the Unknown. Do you happen to have a question for the Rev, hon? And what is your name?
It's Stephanie, ladies.
It's
Hi,
Steph.
Stephanie.
Hello, Stephanie.
Hi, guys.
Well,
Hello.
Rev, Stephanie
How are
is
you?
actually our promotional director
Yes.
of the network. So, Steph, this is the Rev. The Rev, this is Steph.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Now,
Nice to meet you, too.
yeah, anything popping up for a
I
question,
was
Steph?
figuring,
Good.
yeah, I'm kind of, right now I'm kind of leaning more towards to see if, my grandmother was just recently buried in August. She passed away in April, and I'm just wondering if she's actually gone on to the other side, or if she's kind of like lingering around. You know, I have my brother and my mother also with her, so I'm not sure if,
Okay.
if they've
Well-
been around, or if they might have
Your
to the
grandmother
other side.
was a peaceful, powerful person, yes? I don't know who it is in your family that was that prayed, but I'm guessing it was your grandmother,
Okay.
Stephanie.
Yeah, she's still
Is
there.
that true? Is that true? Was your mom, your grandmother, a woman who prayed?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Stephanie, was your grandmother the one that was religious?
Did she do a lot of praying?
Yes.
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 Alright, I do not sense, and I'm aware, but your grandmother is not anywhere near you. She actually is in that place we call home. Hello?
Steph, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did cross over, honey.
I'm having a hard time hearing.
Yeah, I'm having a sound issue and everything else issue tonight. They're not wanting me to get these messages out tonight, I'll tell you.
You're right. In fact, I'm going to go address it right now.
Okay, go for it.
In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, I command this disturbance to stop right now. And your electronic equipment to work. Don't mess with the red.
Yeah, that's right, don't mess with the rap.
I love that. I want to put that on a t-shirt. I want to put it on a t-shirt. That'd be epic.
Don't mess with the rap.
And
You can sell that. There you go.
Yeah. That'd be epic.
Yeah, she's really good. I'm the world's greatest street hawk, I'll trust me.
I'm telling you, I think that would be
put you over
brilliant.
somewhere and we'll just, yeah.
Are you kidding me? It'll be selling like LeBron James jerseys for like $1,500.
Don't mess with the rap.
That's right. Don't
That's
mess
right.
with the rap.
That's the rap.
We can even put one of those little things where you press the button and it voice.
Stephanie, did that answer your question, honey?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Marcy. Welcome in.
Oh, Marcy just found us too. So, yeah, I'm really glad that happened. Now you were talking about Joe. It's like for some reason, it's like I don't know.
A connection.
Yeah. No. Well, Joe does have a very strong. He's always just been like that. Yeah. He's just very. He's always been very
Protective?
No. It's not. He's not religious. He's spiritual, but he's spiritual in the sense of Jesus.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know how you.
Ooh, the golden question. The golden question. Okay? Because if not, I'm chopping his legs off. Mark.
Can we
you
get to
send
Joe?
to Mark.
Oh my God.
What are you talking about?
Mark Jesus is my boyfriend, but he's also part of the team, and he's actually coming out to be pretty darn talented. He's doing a
So
great
why
job.
do you cut your own horn by questioning him?
I cut my own horn?
Your mouth got in the way. He already told you that.
All right, but
So what are you
I'm
doing
not-
every week on the show? You're trying to get you're trying to get the information. He already told you you do this.
I know I do.
So in
this.
other words, rather than you've already gotten your answer.
So Mark, good? Yes.
Here we go.
Let me ask you a question. Who are you?
I'm Michelle.
No, that's the question you must ask yourself. Who are you?
Okay.
What is it? What are you about?
Yeah. Right.
What is it that you have a passion for? And are you doing that?
Yes.
Now, is Mark a person who is copacetic with you?
Yes. Yes. Yes to
And
life.
you already know the answer to the question you keep asking.
Yes.
Oh, cause that's my scary thing. Like that's the LOVE word. The L word is like sucks. That was always my scary part. So I jumped in this, and I jumped like, dive right in. So.
And that's why you're still wounded now.
Yeah, so like,
And that's why you are afraid of love
yes.
and friendships.
Yep.
Because you have been betrayed.
Mm-hmm.
You have been wounded. And when you were younger, young,
Yep.
those people who were supposed to protect you didn't.
I do.
And so
That's correct. I was saying.
I see a picture of your shirt, but it's tattered. Because
Trust me.
you have gone through a lot.
Yep.
And so, humor, a big gregarious personality, which makes you shine, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
There's also a shield to protect you.
Yep.
Yep.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
But I see the person past that.
Mm.
And the world needs to see that person.
Oh, wait, no.
Wait a second. Because in the way that you will receive healing for yourself is the way you bring healing to others.
That makes so much sense.
Yep.
That makes so much sense. I can't wait till the whole entire universe sees what's going to happen. And I mean the universe.
I'm with you.
I'm so totally like, I can't wait. Stuart doesn't even have a clue yet on that.
I can't wait for my next case.
Oh, I know. Oh, I have a feeling I think I may know what the next case may be.
Oh.
For all of us. Yeah, all of us.
Oh, I don't know.
Because we're going to be cracking that egg and we're going to fry that right up on the sidewalk with all the good news that's coming.
I'm gonna have to go out to eat.
Yeah. Next cup of vino, you know what I'm saying?
Vino.
Party while the cat's got vino.
Yeah, you ever just feel like you're out in left field in a conversation? Because I don't know.
Well,
English people.
Well, we'll have to go in a cab so we don't have to worry about driving.
Yeah,
and
I don't.
We should probably at least designate a chaperone because we all may end up in prison.
I don't.
You will.
I will for sure.
Yeah, I
Not me.
I will for sure.
Not me.
I'll be like, I'll take another one for Lizzie. Yeah.
See this right here?
Yeah.
I'll just walk right in and go, what do you expect?
That's right. Well, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, so,
You were trying to give me spiritual counseling while I went berserk and crazy and was like dancing on the tables naked or whatever.
Michelle G-Rated Show!
You already got the information you need.
What was that?
You already got the information you need.
Yeah.
Every time we have a show.
I know. That does show
Have you
so
ever
much.
noticed
What?
how, in some cases, demons can interfere with electronics?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Like if you're on the phone talking to somebody, like recently I had a case where I was talking to the individual on the phone, and I was revealing how the evil spirit gained entrance into the person's life.
Right.
And as soon as I did that, their phone, which was working fine, just went click. So I called them back, we're talking, and I said, this is how you take care of the spirit. And I was like, click. So I was like, I called them again, and I said, watch this. You want to see this sign? I did a blessing over the phone, and the electronics worked after that.
Oh my god.
But, isn't that crazy?
It's so true though.
Yeah.
I mean, the energy just.
And that's what it is. The energy, whether it's demonic or a positive energy actually interferes with all kinds of electronics.
Have you had an opportunity to read Carl Johnson's new Shadow Realms? Demonology. Shadow. That's my accent. Shadow Realms. Handbook.
I'm actually in that book.
So you have had an opportunity then. But so tell us what's going on with all that, because I knew you had a part in that whole thing. Some research.
Well, it was, we had lunch, and I sat down across from him, and I said, my spidey sense tells me that you are writing a book. He goes, yes. It's in fact, some of the things you have told me about demons, I've actually included in the book.
Awesome. Oh my
I thought that was
gosh.
really nice.
Very nice.
Awesome. I think it's great. I think that's absolutely epic. I can't wait to get a copy. I can't wait to get a copy and actually, like,
Well,
cozy in
yeah,
with
we
it.
did read it, but no, we read.
We read it
certain
online. Yeah,
chapters.
we only had
yeah,
certain
what
chapters.
we did when we did a show with him, we read the chapters he wrote, and then we'll have Lana on and we'll review the chapters she wrote. So this way, I thought it would be more equal. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It'll be
and then we'll
more
have to
equal that
go back and check and see about how Reverend Ed like schooled Carl Johnson on a few things. You know what I mean?
Ow!
Oh boy, he schooled them. That's okay. It's okay.
Wow. Okay, let's take the hammer out of here. Maybe that's Thor's hammer.
Thor's hammer is doing something hard.
My son gave me that.
OMG!
I'm just trying to pull everything metal away from all this.
Yeah, everything seems to be drawn that way. It's like really, really strange.
No, it happens all the time.
I mean, it does, but you know,
Yeah,
it's
it
just
does.
that's what it is. It's strange. Anybody else would be like,
No, we're just used to it.
oh, yeah. We're just used to it.
All right. So now that Michelle's sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, we were talking about Joseph,
Yes.
and then Michelle went into her mark tangent.
Okay. I just have to just let it be. It's all good. It's all good. This love stuff sucks. Tell you, sucks. Love sucks.
I've already told. You see what she's saying?
Yep.
She's saying love sucks.
Yes. So you're.
But by doing that, what she's doing is, even though she's in humor, she's projecting the pain of that.
Yep.
And literally propelling it from herself.
That's
Yep.
true.
I told you.
I did. Smack me next time I do that. Don't let me do that.
Right. You kidding me? You'd be bruised.
There are those people who are watching
Yeah.
and listening
Yes.
that are my prayer wolves. So I'm going to ask them to pray for Joey. So that
Joe.
they will.
Joey's
So
my
Joe-
husband, so he prefers Joe. He's very adamant about that.
So that Joe will
Find his way.
find his way and get his grip. Absolutely.
Find his way.
Yep.
And these people who are listening are people who have literally prayed and the weather has changed.
Awesome.
I believe in it. I believe in the strength of it's strength in numbers. Again, no I in team.
Exactly.
We're all a team of light and spirit and energy
I used
and
to,
joy.
Right,
I
exactly.
used to do this stuff consulting like William Seabolt and Carl Johnson.
Right.
But I've actually assembled a team together devoted to deliverance.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Whoa! Tell us about that.
And I've also trained them how to use their faith to release the supernatural in their life.
Very nice.
So, one of them moved to California and he laid hands on somebody, got received instantly.
Wow. Really cool.
One of my other people, it was raining, pouring rain. They needed to go somewhere to pray, call for the weather to stop, the rain to stop, and they did.
Right.
Wow.
Wow.
Because I have a mantra, not a mantra, but a one-liner.
One line.
Great expectation brings great manifestation.
Great expectations make great manifestations.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Positive
That's great.
reinforcement for anything. You have to be positive.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. I caught myself with that whole thing. Now I literally caught myself with that whole thing.
Think about that.
It didn't
That
click.
means you learned the lesson.
I did. It didn't click.
Well, for this 5-10 minutes anyways.
You did learn it.
I know, I have a good feeling. I have good feelings about a lot of different things though right now though. It's just been rough because it's been a lot of family members ill. You know, my mom's personality is changing because of her brain tumor. My dad's changing his personality because he's getting older and we're dealing with the questions of dementia. You know, I got my grandmother who's 95 in the nursing home healing from a colostomy right now, who thinks that all of a sudden she doesn't know who the heck she is and where she's at and what's going on and wants to rip her stuff out and leave. Like, and I'm the only child around. So I think I'm hanging in there. Consider I'm the only kid that's really around here. My sister's in Hawaii, you know, my brother's way too busy with his life too, with his, you know, doing his thing. It's like, I'm the only kid.
Well,
So
me,
it's tough.
I'm just...
So do you think that you're powerless?
No.
Do you think that you have divine help?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Then make sure that what you believe lines up with what you say.
Yeah.
That's true.
Here's a little secret about angels.
Tell me. I love secrets.
Angels always respond to what God says.
That's true. Do you hear the bells?
Yeah, who's ringing the bells?
Who's ringing bells?
You ringing the bells?
Uh-oh, Father Ed's wife's got her.
No. Help me.
So, for you, find what how the scripture says, a promise, and speak it out of your mouth, because that releases angels to go to work on your behalf. David wrote in Psalms, angels hear and obey the Creator's voice in the earth.
That's right.
Well, the voice of the Creator is here.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So, think about that.
I know, it's like scary though, you know?
If the opposite's true,
Yeah.
then you can actually freeze them or bind them up.
I could do some stuff like that, yes.
Yeah.
On that side,
yeah.
yes. Which,
So
luckily,
make sure the words
Right.
yeah, with words.
are positive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the power of positive thought manifesting anything that's actually positive.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to stay in it, and that's why I don't deal with negativity. I choose not to.
No, but he's right. I mean, I've had to bind negativity quite a few times in a lot of different forms, different in objects and like
Yeah.
all kinds of pictures. I mean, you name it.
Right.
And he's right. He's right about that. Absolutely right about that.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
definitely.
But he's right. I should. That's the question I have about my daughter Tabby and the question about my daughter and my mom, because they both have gifts, but they both refuse to accept their gifts and use their gifts, and they try to ignore it and not responsible. It would make their life so much easier if I binded my mom and if I bound my daughter, since they literally choose voluntarily, literally choose to not have not have. These
But that
abilities.
has to be their choice, because if
It
you
is.
do something against somebody, you're taking away their
Right.
choice.
But they seriously
They
don't
would
want
have
to deal with
choose
it.
to do something like that.
Exactly.
Exactly. You don't.
And that's
take
when you
away
start
from
getting
it.
into the dark things.
Yeah.
when you
Don't take
lose
away from
your will on somebody else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I just want to mention to everybody that we do have Christy Amaral tomorrow
Yes.
night. Actually, we're doing a show tomorrow night as well. We will have Christy Amaral on. She is definitely an exceptional reader. I mean, literally I got stories you guys are going to have to
I have
tune in
not
tomorrow
met her
night
yet.
for that.
Susan has had the
Also,
opportunity
we
to
have
meet her.
Healing Sundays.
Yes.
And we will be also on a UK show on Sunday and on different UK show. No, the Vibe Network on Monday night.
Right. So we're busy every week. You're going to keep an eye out for us.
We have
because,
that actually coming up. And as always, if you guys need to get a hold of us, tune into ATU Network. At gmail.com. You can email us there. Go to www.awakeningtheunknown.com. You can drop us a line on Facebook of the same thing, Awakening the Unknown. We're always open to listen to suggestions and things. Anything that we can do that is something to help another individual is something that we're willing to look into to see if we can help you out.
Don't forget ATU Girls on Instagram. Okay.
More like the dogs.
Right. Which Bear is kind of turning into a little bit of a mascot because
And that's not ATU Girls. That's
no,
Michelle's
he's not.
house.
Yeah, he's
And
ATU
our
mascot.
Reverend
boy.
Ed Broderick, if you guys need to get a hold of him.
You can reach him at cryout333@gmail.com.
Yeah.
He's on Facebook, and you can definitely find him at Reverend Ed Broderick, right? I think that's the name on your Facebook.
Yeah, but
account, right?
I'm sure he doesn't accept friends requests, so probably email.
Yeah, email will probably be better.
We don't want to all of a sudden turn this off and all of a sudden, oh my god, it's full. There's 5,000 people here now. I can't help anybody else.
But every day, Facebook won't let me do that.
Because you already at 5,000.
Yes.
I just,
That's hard.
I just wish you would let us go further because I literally can't accept any more people.
Well, then come on over to Awakening
Oh
the
yeah,
Unknown.
and Awaken the Unknown, ATU Girls, fill us
Come
up.
over
check
to
it out.
Awakening the
Trust me,
Unknown.
you're missing all the fun. All the fun. I tell you, because you never know. That's right. You never know what we're going to be up to.
No,
We're running
you
amok.
never know.
It's like, she don't know what I do. I don't know what she does. We're just running amok all over the place. It's like, it's just how it is.
So, Michelle,
Yes.
did you say there's a case coming up?
Yes. There is.
And you think that might need our help?
Might be. We don't know anything yet. The question about there's a lot of hereditary black magic involved, but we're not sure of the details
Okay.
yet.
The one I was talking about, or a
Yeah.
different one?
The different one.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Is there a case with, is there a family with a young son?
I don't know. I just got the SOS. I'm gonna find out, but I just got the SOS So I'm gonna find out. Actually, or earlier today I got it, but I've been so busy lately. But,
yeah, I'm finding out right now too. So
well, and actually, it seems it's like a single dad. And he's probably right. He's probably the young boy. It's a private case, of course. And I'm gonna find out more of the details and see what's up. But it sounds kind of very, very suspicious, and it sounds a lot like a puberty-related evolution.
Yeah, it could be a
combination.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I'm already picking up on it then.
Yeah. So like almost like poltergeist activity going on, things missing. You know, dad's getting very frustrated when things get put down, and like the keys are gone.
Yeah.
You know, like car keys are gone.
Oh yeah.
You know, just something's just not right.
Almost
shadows.
Like
Yeah. And then he said something about seeing shadows, and then he goes and looks in his son's room. His son's sleeping and laying in the bed.
Can I tell one more story?
Shadows. Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. This one is the story of a family from Worcester, and a very loving family. One particular son-in-law was the one being afflicted by evil spirit. Each family member felt so bad about him that they would pray and go, Lord, let this person be afflicted, but the devil take me. But then each family member did that, not knowing the other family member did. The entire family literally opened the door up to an evil spirit by doing that.
Right.
So I had to meet with the family, and I prayed with the young man, and this was a classic case. Because when he woke up in the morning, he was an entirely different person.
Right.
And then he got seriously ill and physically ill when he walked by me in the house.
Right.
So we prayed for him. He got set free. And the interesting part was the evil spirit wasn't yet letting go until I prayed for angels to show up. And all of a sudden, the look of terror on this face. And then I felt a rush, and the angels literally took the demon out of that person.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
3 months later, I'm at another case in Massachusetts. And this is the Casavan family. And the whole family was being afflicted. Scratches in fleas, which is demonic. Poltergeist activity would be banging on the door. And would be banging on the walls. They wouldn't be able to sleep. Because if you're not tired, if you get tired, you get weak. If you get weak, you're prone. And so all this stuff was going on, but only one member of the family was not touched. It was a grandmother, and the grandmother had prayed and asked for deliverance for the family, a miracle to happen.
Right.
And it turned out that this team of Maine that I met through the Ocean State Paracom, they had contacted me, and it was their case.
Wow.
So I ended up going there. The family gets set free. And I said, what is this grandmother doing that you guys aren't? Maybe you need to do what she's doing.
Right.
The beautiful thing is, this is where the community comes in handy. I called the other family from Worcester, the name of the son-in-law, the family that the son-in-law possessed.
Yes.
And I asked them to pray and comfort the Casavan family. So now here's 2 families who've been afflicted by evil spirits, bonding together and helping each other.
Wow,
and that's important.
That's so amazing.
Exactly.
That is so usually important. That's a support system that you can't just walk into your regular community center saying and go, I'm affected by trauma by by spirits, or you know,
there's a lot of things that you can't really talk about other people about, but that's what this ATU network's about.
Exactly.
It's about we open it up. If there's a topic that we haven't touched on, please let's send us a line, because we will find somebody that you can talk to, because the show isn't about us, it's about us helping everybody else. It's just who we are and what it is that we like to do. This is our passion.
This is what we do, exactly. Now we got a great introduction to the Rev.
Right.
I mean, you guys have seen.
And we are running out of time.
I know, it always goes by so fast.
I know.
There was so much fun.
Oh, we can't thank you enough, Rev, honestly. And if you want to
you.
reach him, we are going to reach him at cryout333@gmail.com. All right, it's Reverend Ed Roderick, okay? Reach out to him. Amazing, amazing, amazing. He's hilarious. I think him and his wife are going to be the next Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Well, he's pretty funny, but he's very serious when he needs to be.
Oh,
so
of course.
Don't worry about
But,
it.
you know,
That's
I get
all
it.
sides.
I know you could be, you know, hey, sometimes ghosts like a little,
Thank you for that high praise.
Our pleasure. Absolutely our pleasure.
All right, I want to say thank you so much for being our guest tonight, and we're going to get ready to close up the show. So
90
thank you again
seconds.
for every 90 seconds.
90
I really appreciate
seconds.
this. So let's see what we're doing. We're actually getting ready to close the show. Don't forget, Chrissy Emerald will be on tomorrow night.
Yep.
And now that I've actually faced the Facebook, you guys don't have to worry about that.
So Chrissy Emerald
she'll
tomorrow.
be able to be on the Facebook Live. We have Chrissy Emerald, so
Yeah, Healing
everybody
Sunday
get
on
ready
Sunday.
for that. Healing Sundays. We're on a show Sunday night.
We're gonna like
Monday,
totally.
we're actually going to be on the show as well.
Yeah,
so.
but wait, we're taking over UK like the Beatles took over.
No, we're on the vibe.
60
On Monday.
seconds.
Well, we gotta go.
All right,
Peace out. We
peace
love
out.
you.
Thank you,
people.
Rev. Thank you, the
Thanks for
Rev.
tuning in to Awakening the Unknown with Susan Swanbeck and Michelle Sullivan here on the ATU Network. For more information on upcoming shows and appearances, be sure to follow us on Facebook and on the web at awakeningtheunknown.wixsite.com. Voiceover work done by Cody Brady Desvio.